Carjacking, down 6%. Assault with deadly weapon, 83%. Car theft, down 21%. Violent crime overall, down 22%. All crime, down 8%. And there hasn't been a homicide in the summertime, which is homicide season, in 7 days. Washington, D.C., remember the protest, the outrage? Donald Trump, well within his constitutional authority, decided to basically federalize Washington, D.C. We covered that when it happened. It's been in effect for 10 days, and it's extra fascisty.
The federal takeover of Washington, D.C. has been plainly pretextual.
They have agents harassing this man, asking him why he's scared, what he's scared of. Like, the whole fucking Trump administration isn't harassing and detaining immigrants, people who speak Spanish, isn't racially profiling people.
Well,
Donald Trump is the emergency. Folks, listen. The emergency is Donald Trump. It is not anything else.
You guys are crazy. You're not even from here. Piss off every last one of you. Get the off the streets. You're not here for us.
Alabama can't talk.
You're right. They're not there for privileged white people.
That's right.
Trump's takeover of federal law enforcement isn't about taking crime seriously or keeping America safe.
Look, a dick with glasses.
Yes.
Whether you're punishing immigrants with no criminal records or people living in blue cities that didn't vote for Donald Trump or Democratic politicians Trump doesn't like.
It doesn't matter if you voted for him. It's like the money play. Who made you king? Oh, I didn't vote for you. You don't vote for a king. I'm not saying he's a king. I'm saying it doesn't matter. In D.C., he has the authority to do so. It doesn't matter if those people committing the crimes didn't vote for him. Also, by the way, they were saying that they're going to stage a counter, and ICE is, as a matter of fact, and has staged their own counter protest.
All right, everyone. Freeze.
Yeah, it wasn't as intimidating as they thought it would be. Let's get into it with Capital of Crime. And this is where you see a disconnect in voting versus your actual day-to-day life. Because we know that black Americans tend to vote overwhelmingly Democratic. Here's the thing. You're going to see some montages here. The people who are upset about this, are the wealthy white elites in D.C. who spend their time on the Hill. The people who have to live with the crime, the people who see the net benefits, they're actually fans of it. So we talk about appropriation a lot. Hey, how about we stigmatize more white people speaking on behalf of black people? How about that? Because that seems to be what we see a lot of from the Democrat Party. Comment if you're actually one of the blacks and you maybe have a problem with it, because here are the numbers they're in. This is from the DC Police Union, okay? Robbery is down 46%. Carjacking, down 6%. Assault with deadly weapon, 83%. Car theft, down 21%. Violent crime overall, down 22%. All crime, down 8%. And there hasn't been a homicide in the summertime, which is homicide season, in 7 days. Which, by the way, makes it the first time there hasn't been a homicide in the summer in 7 days since... Ever. There has never been a 7-day gap in the summertime without a homicide in Washington, D.C. You just can't keep giving him the wins.
Yeah, pull the quote. Do me a favor. Pull the stats back up from the police.
Yo, them are white number statistics.
Yeah, no. Look, let's look at the bottom of this. While federal assistance gives us a boost, we must repeal the Misguided Comprehensive Policing Justice Reform Act to make these changes permanent. What they're telling us is the policies need to change to make. We can make this permanent. You can have lower crime permanently without the troops. Yeah. If you will just let us do our job. These guys are showing you what the world could be like.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I want to show you two videos here. A montage of the D.C. residents, those who lived in the crime-ridden areas, who are most affected, and their opinions, and then we'll show you the opinions of the protesters. And I want to see if you can sort of spot the differences. Here are the D.C. residents.
So now y'all mad at Trump for cleaning up D.C. Listen, I'm in the middle. I don't rock with either party. But if Biden or Kamala was doing this, y'all would be happy. Real talk. Like, y'all know the little young YNs is out of control, man. And y'all sick of them too. But again, y'all just like to be outraged about anything.
I think it's a good thing because You know what I'm saying? It's better for the community and safer for the kids. Stop the violence, you know what I'm saying? Hugs, not slugs.
Finally able to chill at a red light with the window down.
It's easy.
Not worried about
Wow. Right.
one of them
Perfect.
young niggas is coming.
There's no fat on that.
Right through the city.
Jesus.
Feeling more safe than I ever felt.
It feels different. Like usually when I walk through, it's got this odd darkness. It's like I'm walking
darkness.
through some sort of demi hood at night. And now it feels more light, upbeat.
Amen,
That's
sweetheart.
It feels safe.
Yeah, and you know what? For everyone to just say, because of racist, or whatever, let me just tell you something. Seeing that, I just want you to know, that's why we do this. It's heartwarming.
Yeah.
It's heartwarming
is.
for me to see people. See, you can have a life like this. I just pray that they finish the logic circle and connect the dots and go, do you see? You love the change, right? And I want you to live a life with this change. I want you to live in a neighborhood that's safer, just like all of the other neighborhoods across this country outside of the ones under Democrat rule and pandering to the black population policy. Please, it can be Christmas every day. Now,
Kwanzaa.
Celebrate Kwanzaa. They don't even know what it is. Guy was named Ron Everett. Beat a few bitches with a soldering iron. Called it a holiday. Now,
Really?
yeah.
I'm going to stop buying this shit.
Soldering irons or
No, bitches.
Yeah. Well, so they're happy about it. Mm-hmm. All right. We talk about cultural appropriation. How about being a false mouthpiece? You know what? Let's call it this. How about the DNC? How about you stop with the false white prophecies on behalf of black people? Because here are the folks who are protesting and not happy about it. See if you spot the trend.
You have hundreds of people right now marching across D.C., protesting Donald Trump's mobilization of the National Guard, protesting his federal takeover of the local law enforcement.
Pause. Really, rewind.
Look at that.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, rewind it a couple frames. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a very expensive all-clad pan.
Oh my God.
I think that is a several $100. Yeah, they're expensive pans.
Yeah, I love
Is there
it.
any more clear example of white privilege than a lady with a logo that looks like a Klansman?
That's
I'm not gonna lie.
hilarious.
Say, are we all missing the logo on her shirt?
Look at the one in the
Literally looks
back's
like
banging a
Klan?
crock pot. A pressure cooker.
That would be great. Swap it with a pressure cooker. Don't tell her. Maybe a few nails. Now,
Yeah, exactly.
a
Hamas.
woman banging a lifetime warranted luxury item with a copper core on behalf of black people who want the exact opposite of her. If we're talking about people who shouldn't be allowed to vote, it's that broad in the Klan red T-shirt.
Is
Let's
that
continue.
not a Klan shirt?
I think
what else could it be?
It's a Rorschach test for you.
It's
Every
not.
year,
It's
they break it up.
not.
You go Klansman, next one Klansman, next one Klansman, next one tree
David,
with a
do-
noose. Klansman. Let's keep going.
She looks like Newt Gingrich transitioning.
Also, there's your price point.
There you go.
Wow.
That's it. It is that, isn't it? It
Yes.
looks like that pan.
One on the
Yes.
left, yeah.
Not,
I have one.
Hold on. Let me expound upon this. Not only does she have, is that all clad or steel clad?
All clad.
Not only does she have some of the most expensive commercial quality pans available, she has so much disposable income that she can use that pan for street banging on behalf of poor black people, advocating that, they still live in crack dens and risk being shot. But let's continue with the montage here.
It's that white rhythm we know.
Nary a black man.
You big f***ing Nazi!
Look at that nerdish.
And housing! And climate justice!
Oh, you need it?
Wait, you're going to want to focus your protesting.
Oh, it's your city. It's your city. Do I have that right? It's your city. You heard that one person say, "You're not here for us." You're right. You're right. They're kind of not there for you because you guys get on the train or you drive yourself back out to Arlington or you live in a wealthy area or you intern with some kind of foundation or think tank. The people living it, by the way, I'm going to give you the answer here. Here's a cheat sheet. Spot the difference. Here you go. Here you go. The people who are happy about the lowered crime on the top and the people who lament it on the bottom. See the difference. Hugs, not slugs. By the way, give that man the Nobel Peace Prize.
That's true.
And the ones on the bottom Fresh off college campus.
Yep. Fresh off college campus. I'm speaking on behalf of those who can't speak. You think that black people can't speak?
Yeah, they're quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
they're quiet 14%. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. To give you an idea how off these people, meaning those on the left, and by the way, those in media, and Nick knows this all too well. He's had to deal with this. He's the OG for a very, very long time in the entertainment industry and in news media. And by the way, a lot of people don't give Nick the credit that he deserves because, I hope this doesn't offend him, he had doors slammed in his face repeatedly because he was always this guy back when you couldn't be this guy. The media hates you. They want you to live in a crime-infested city because then it's easier to make promises and control you. And just to show you how moronic and anti-American this is, and by the way, kind of racist, here are some posts from Reddit, Washington, D.C. thread. It says, it's titled, "As a sixth-generation Washingtonian, I am angry. I am angry that people in power say those that don't agree with them are just paid protesters or stupid communists.
Well, you are.
I am angry that this city and its residents are being insulted. I am angry that our city is being made an example of. You made yourself an example. What? I am angry at myself because I don't know enough on how to engage and make this stop. Please help our city. And any advice on how to fight back? Well, that's the problem, is you've been fighting too much. That's the problem right there. I don't know. You stop there. You don't know enough. You don't know enough.
Right.
Crime is down. And let me ask you this. Has anyone's personal freedoms been infringed upon? Anyone? Criminals? Yeah, but we're not talking about constitutional violations. We're talking about criminals and the presence of some kind of a policing force. Hey, isn't that what you want? If crime goes down, that's where you actually could make the case that, hey, the police can be less involved. They're less intrusive in your life when you have law and order. Here's the top comment on Reddit. I am a tour guide, and do you think anyone wants a tour of DC anytime in the future now? I would argue probably more.
Yes.
He effed the city bad. Restaurants, retail, tours, everything that was barely hanging on just got kicked in the balls really hard by lowered crime. Yeah, get small businesses while it's down. Make sure it never gets up again. So let me get this straight. Less crime hurts small businesses more than the perpetual lockdowns you supported? Hey, is anyone being locked down? Are any of these businesses being stopped from operating? Hey, you know what? Better yet, you say you speak on behalf of them. Let's ask the small businesses. More importantly, let's ask the small businesses in the areas that were affected by crime. Why do you hate this country and why do you hate the black residents of DC? By the way, the Trump administration is not backing down. This is a master class in how we always should have been dealing with the left.
This is the guy who thinks people don't deserve law and order in their own community.
Perfect.
For too long,
oh, my boy.
99% of this city has been terrorized by 1% of this city. And the voices that you hear out there, those crazy communists, they have no roots. They have no connections to the city. They have no families they are raising in this city. They have no one that they are sending to school in this city. They have no jobs in this city. They have no connections to this community at all. Most of the citizens who live in Washington, D.C. are black. This is not a city that has had any safety for its black citizens for generations. So we're going to ignore these stupid white hippies that only can go home and take a nap because they're all
MVP
over
right
90
there.
years old. And we're going to get back to the business of protecting the American people and the citizens of Washington, D.C.
By the way, that's a fact. D.C., if it happened to be a state, it's not, would be the blackest state in the United States with 47.2%. Here's another one. When they say this is not what we want, look at the polling on crime. President Trump has a +1 favorable. Contrast to Biden when he left in 2024, a net negative 26.
Wow.
With unfavorable.
Oof.
So,
Wolf Blitzer.
who do you think speaks on behalf of the average American citizen? Do you think it's CNN, ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, all the paid agitators, or America at large and the people most affected by crime? And then you would have to ask, why is there such a disconnect? Well, it's because these people hate you and they want you under their thumb. If you disagree, hey, comment below. This has been Capital of Crime. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, you can click around and watch one of these videos on YouTube, or head on over to Rumble and subscribe, where I am live every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Live on Rumble. YouTube is dead. Rumble did it. And on Rumble, you can say